Now I'm officially live. See? Of course. Fine. I remember what I said pretty good. Okay. What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I feel is I'm going to be watching this video of Asmon's on the newest Trump event that just came out today. I feel it's a very important topic in our country right now. And you guys know I love Asmon. His take on it is we agree on a lot of different things. So today I'm going to be looking at his video. And I'm pretty excited, and I've already seen a little bit of it, so. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a live stream today. Then I'll just make an actual video. Let me make sure I'm actually live here. Okay, so. Okay. Yep, everything looks good. Audio is good. So.
Thank you very much, everybody.
I'm so happy, dude.
What a good feeling. We like winning, don't we? Huh?
I think he's going to be doing these for the rest of his life.
We're going to make our country greater than ever.
There's no way he stops doing these.
Okay.
Hello, America. We're all over America. I'm thrilled to be back with
Why
so
would he
many
stop?
friends, supporters, and true American patriots on the eve of taking back our country. That's what we're going to do, take back our country.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at noon, the curtain closes on 4 long years of American decline, and we begin a brand new day of American strength and prosperity, dignity and pride. Bringing it all back.
Been thinking about
Once and
investing
for
in
all,
Bitcoin.
we're going to end the reign of a failed and corrupt political
What do you guys think about
establishment
Bitcoin?
in Washington, a failed administration. We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to stop the invasion of our borders. We're going to reclaim our wealth. We're going to unlock
Dude, tomorrow's going to be so crazy.
right under our feet, liquid gold.
I cannot wait.
Tomorrow is going to be an epic day, guys.
We're going to bring back law and order to our
It's such a big
cities.
victory for our country.
We're going to restore patriotism to our schools, get radical left, woke
Be sure to
ideologies the hell out of our military and out of our government. And we are going to make America great again. I want to thank the tens of thousands of incredible men and women who have come from all over the nation to take part in this very special moment. And I just heard and watching some of the coverage that there are rallies like this taking place all over the country. People are happy. People are happy. It's been a long time. None of this would have been possible without you and the millions of hardworking citizens who have joined our cause. You know, right over there, just noticed a group of beautiful ladies, beautiful women from North Carolina, right here too.
If it was me right now,
I don't know how the hell they've been to 167 rallies. You believe it?
That's a lot.
You think their husbands are happy about that? I don't know. But they look beautiful. They're incredible people, and they love our country. Thank you very much.
Great.
And up here I see we have front row Joes all over the place. Uncle Sam, Mr. Wall.
Uncle Sam?
Oh boy.
What?
But we've been through so much together, and for the next 4 years I will fight for you every single day. We're going to be fighting for you. This is the greatest political movement in American history.
Just realized I'm blocking the
And 75 days ago, we achieved the most epic political victory our country has ever seen. That's
all right.
You guys can see most of it, I'm pretty sure.
There it is.
We won the popular vote for the first time of any Republican in many, many years.
You only get, so much
all
of the
7 swing states by big numbers.
His chat blocks it.
Bro, that election stream was so funny.
We won Pennsylvania, we won Georgia, we won North Carolina, we won Michigan, we won Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny.
We won Arizona.
This, I'm gonna do a 24-hour
We won
stream.
Nevada. We won them all by historic margins, and we won the great state of Florida by 13 points. Nobody's done that ever.
In celebration.
And a record that will never be broken. All 50 states shifted toward the Republican Party, the first time that that's ever happened. All 50 states.
Damn. Kamala sucked, huh?
African-American voters in Republican Party history.
Damn.
We won more Hispanic-American votes than any
Big time.
Republican
Oh, yeah.
has gotten before by a lot. And we won Latino men and women, and on top of that, youth, men, women,
Bring back TikTok.
urban, suburban, rural, and people from everywhere in between are joining us in record numbers. We've never had anything like this. Too big to rig, that's what I used to say. Too big to rig. We made it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, and they tried. They tried. It was too big. Around 9:02, they just said, let's get the hell out of here. This isn't working. They were swamped, to put it nicely. We also took back the U.S. Senate. We had some great people running. And the House Republicans won their largest popular vote majority in presidential year since 1928. We had a lot of people voting. So the Senate, the House Republicans.
It's a great victory for political YouTubers. Yeah, anybody that covers this stuff, don't ever let them tell you that they don't like Trump. They love Trump.
House Republicans.
Same with the news media.
Great leaders. They both have great people. Heading John Thune is fantastic.
He's your favorite.
If you look at Mike Johnson, he's got a pretty tight majority, but actually it's very tight, but it's very good because we vote unified. We're really voting unified, and so it doesn't make much difference. In the election of 2024, which will be the most consequential election in American history, we not only won a mandate, but we built a new American majority that will lead our country to unparalleled success for generations to come. That's what we want to do.
Right.
And someday, in 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 50 years from now, some of these young people are going to say, I remember Donald Trump, he did a good job. He set us on his way. He told us, he gave us a path.
He started the Space Force. That's what they're going to be thinking about.
At home and abroad, an economy plagued by inflation and high interest rates, a catastrophic border crisis. Nobody can believe they let people in. They haven't.
He saved TikTok. Yep, true.
That makes sense. Open borders. Anybody wants to. Jails, prisons, mental institutions, gangs being emptied right through that ugly open border, a government that cannot care for its citizens in a time of emergency. Look at what's happening in Los Angeles. Look at what's happening in North Carolina.
We're small
They treated them so
businesses
badly in a planet on the brink of World War III. It's not going to happen.
That's
not going to happen.
To the ticker off.
But starting tomorrow, I will act with historic speed and strength and fix every single crisis facing our country. We have to do it.
Well, fuck. All right, great. So he's just going to fix everything.
Before even
Thank God.
Office, you are already seeing
results
that nobody expected to see. Everyone is calling it I don't want to say this, it's too braggadocious, but we'll say it anyway. The Trump effect. It's you're the effect. Since the election, the stock market has surged and small business optimism has soared a record.
Oh, this is great. $48, up to $48 now, gentlemen.
Bitcoin has shattered one record high.
Oh, he mentioned it? It's about to go up.
The major investment company known as DeMac, the properties, has announced that it will be investing between $20 and $40 billion in the United States, and SoftBank, another great company, has pledged between $100 and $200 billion. These are all investments that are only being made because of the fact that we won the election. Can create jobs for hundreds of thousands, even millions of Americans. Today I spoke with Tim Cook of Apple. He said they're going to make a massive investment in the United States because of our big election win.
Tim Cook,
And
yeah.
as of today, TikTok
Tim
is
Apple.
back.
Yeah, remember that? TikTok is back. Wow,
Tim
he did
Apple.
that. Yep.
Tim Cook, yeah.
So, you know, I did a little TikTok thing. We have a guy, TikTok Jack. He's a young kid, like 21 years old. And we hired this guy, and I went on TikTok. Can you believe what I'll do to win an election? And we went on TikTok. And Republicans have never won the young vote, the youth vote. They win a lot of votes, but they never won the youth vote. We won the youth vote by 36 points. So I like TikTok. I like it.
Yeah, TikTok is good.
I like
I have a
it.
pretty big,
I had a slightly good
pretty big
experience,
following.
wouldn't you say?
Man.
So I
Lost it
was
by 40
kind of
points.
upset whenever he announced.
That's why I tried to ban it.
Not so long
They tried to
ago, we
ban
won
it.
it
Yeah.
by 36 points.
Now we're
It's
bringing
a
it
very
back.
big
I just
split.
started posting.
Yep.
But I said we need
Smart.
to save TikTok.
$49.
We're talking about a tremendous. Who in this audience goes with TikTok? Many?
Oh, wow. That's like there's 3 people in this audience that are under
We have
35.
no choice. We have to save it. A lot of jobs. We don't want to give our business to China. We don't want to give our business to other people. And I said, you know, TikTok without my approval, meaning the president's approval, because Congress gave the president the right to make a deal and do whatever he wants. And they did that a long time
gonna
ago.
go to
when they had a
$50.
different president. They didn't know that I was going to be the president, I guess. So I said, very simply, a joint venture. So, if TikTok is worth nothing, zero, without an approval, you know, if you don't approve, they're out of business, they're worth nothing. If you do approve, they're worth like $1 trillion. They're worth some crazy number.
Dang.
So I said, I'll approve,
Makes sense.
but let the United States of America own 50% of TikTok. I'm approving on behalf of the United States. So they'll have a partner, the United States.
Can't wait to
and
see how
they'll have
this
a lot of bidders,
happens
and the
then.
United States will
That's
do
awesome.
what we call a joint venture. And
Alexa.
there's no risk. We're not putting up any
We're
money.
gonna make
All we're
YouTube
doing
great
is
again.
giving them the approval, without which they don't have anything. So I don't know. It sounds like that works. What do you think? Good? That's all. So whether you like TikTok or not, we're going to make a lot of money. Perhaps most beautiful of all, this week we achieved an epic ceasefire agreement as a first step toward lasting peace in the Middle East. And this agreement could only have happened as a result of our historic victory in November. That was some victory. Was that greatest? I don't even know which was greater, 2016 or this one. I think this one. Look, Honest Abe Lincoln. We have Honest Abe. We have Uncle Sam. You know, Uncle Sam shook my hand about
So many of my
2 months
followers.
ago. He's got the
Reposit. So many of my followers on my TikTok are like trying to get me to make a separate social media. They're like, I don't even know how they did it, but they could basically, you can go to a creator's page and make you follow them on another app. It's crazy. So a lot of my followers are doing that. I was like, what? I'm not gonna make a whole another thing on this other social media when I'm already, you know, I already do so many other platforms like YouTube, and I'm a partner, so it's like, but I'm flattered that they, you know, love my content that much. But yeah,
strongest grip I've ever. You are a strong man. I said, what the hell was that? But I'm glad to report that the first hostages have just been released.
That's good.
And who knows what's going to happen. I know that Biden is saying that they made the deal well. You know.
Oh, it hit 50? Oh, it did. Wait, he's taking credit for it?
First of all, it would have never happened if I were president.
Oh,
It would have
shit.
never happened. There was not even a
Here we
thought.
go.
That's a
Iran
lot.
was broke. They had no money for Hezbollah. They had no money for Hamas.
You
it's
missed
not a
it?
good
No,
time
it'll
to
go
buy
back
them.
up. It's back to 50.
Totally broke, and they would have never done anything. But they did it,
$8 a share.
I like to think back to the past. I said, if only the election weren't rigged, all the things that would have happened, that would have been so good. But it was. We're not going to let that happen again. I want to thank
Wait, again?
my friend Steve Witkoff, who I think is here.
What I tell you guys?
Speech. I heard he made a great speech. But he's an amazing guy. I said, I got to get myself a negotiator. We have to get a good negotiator. A lot of guys are knowledgeable, but they can't negotiate. They don't have the personality or whatever. And Steve does, and Steve's a great negotiator, very successful guy. But he's our new special envoy to the Middle East for helping reach this great breakthrough, and really couldn't have been done without Steve. Where is Steve Witkoff? Is he around here someplace? Because he was so great.
Colby Central, yeah.
There he is. Hello, Steve.
Trump said U.S. is going to be buying 50% of TikTok?
What a job.
Wait, what?
Our incoming administration has achieved all of this in the Middle East in less than 3 months without being president. We've achieved more without being president.
I'll look at it after this. I can't believe I missed that.
Being president.
Fuck.
But just imagine all of the good things that we will accomplish together with 4 more years in the White House, and we're going to do a lot of things. You're going to see something tomorrow. You're going to see executive orders that are going to make you extremely happy. Lots of them.
Of actual good things happening. That's part
we
of the
have to
reason why
set our country on the
because
proper
the last
course.
time
By the time
he was
the sun sets tomorrow
the best
evening,
economy ever.
The invasion of our borders will have come to a halt, and all the illegal border trespassers
Get rid of all of these people.
or another be on their way back home. Think
They're
of
eating
it.
the cats and the dogs.
We've allowed millions and millions of people into our country through open borders. No checks, no vetting, no anything. Millions and millions of people. And lots of those people are murderers. 52% of them killed more than one person. Other than that, they're quite fine. They're nice people. These are rough people. Remember, I used to say these people are rough. And they would say, no, these are illegal immigrants. They're very safe. I said, they're not safe.
Half of them, they kill people?
What's happened with Venezuela, where they're sending these gangs in, and they're
we gotta get rid of them.
Apartment complexes in Colorado, and then cutting off the fingers of a man who had the nerve and desire to call the police. He said, you want to call the police? Bah, guess what? You have no fingers. These are rough people, and they're getting the hell out of our country. They're out. The border security measures I will outline in my inaugural address tomorrow will be the most aggressive, sweeping effort to restore our borders the world has ever seen. You know, we had the best, safest border in the history of our country. You remember that with the great chart that I put up. I don't even know if they have that chart now. Maybe they do. These guys are maybe they do. Who knows? I don't know. I didn't tell them I was going to do this.
Trump gave my fingers back?
We have some very good people, but I didn't say. But we had a chart, and I looked to my right, and then they said, ooh, that hurt. What the hell was that? I still have that throbbing feeling in my ear. Oh, there it is. Look at it. These people are amazing. I didn't tell them I was doing that. That's fantastic.
Oh, because, you know, like when they shot him.
That is the most beautiful piece of paper I've ever seen in my life.
Admitting from... That's true.
But if you look at that chart, and you look at the red arrow on the bottom, that's the single lowest we ever had in history, at least recorded history, of illegals pouring into our country. We had done a great job, and then they took over, and look what happened. It's like an Elon Musk rocket ship going up.
Well,
reminds me of Elon, his rocket ships. Look at the difference. And it just continued and continued, and we're taking in people that shouldn't be here. They come in from prisons, from jails. They shouldn't be in mental institutions. I used to mention,
I had a feeling
the press would always excoriate me. I'd say the late, great Hannibal Lecter came into our country today. Silence of the Lamb. Anybody see that movie? Lovely movie. And when people went to the voter booth, they said, we don't want Hannibal Lecter in our country.
It's been a long
the press
time
would say, why is he bringing up Hannibal Lecter? That was a fictitious character. Actually, they're not so fictitious. We have people in our country that are probably worse that we allowed in. But we will quickly reestablish control of our sovereign territory and borders. We will expel every single illegal alien, gang member, and migrant criminal operating on American soil, and remove the savage gang Tren de Aragua from the United States. Here's a little video for you to see about this gang. Go ahead.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Open borders, deadly consequences.
America is being invaded.
Are putting a strain on cities across
Oh, shit.
Armed Venezuelan gang members storming an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado.
When people talk about lack of crime, this is what they're talking about.
San Antonio, Texas, just one of the latest cities to have apartment complexes taken over.
Oh, look at him. Look at him.
Biden and Harris had created a program to bring them in under humanitarian parole.
I am in favor of saying that we're not going to treat people who are undocumented cross the border as criminals.
More than 13,000 illegal
Hear him, they're like, boo.
have been released into the United States.
My 20-year-old daughter, Kayla Hamilton, was murdered in her own room. Kayla's murderer was apprehended by Border Patrol crossing illegally into the U.S.
Kayla's murderer had been improperly released into the United States.
Abolish ICE. Yeah, we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
More than a dozen people suspected of being Tren de Aragua gang members right here in San Antonio.
The gang members had been terrorizing the apartment complex.
Damn.
The murder of Laken Riley. The illegal immigrant suspect who cops say committed the heinous murder is a Venezuelan national.
Ooh.
Into the country by the Biden administration.
Where's Venezuela? It's not in
Two
America.
investigators say are in the country illegally from Venezuela are charged with capital murder and the death of Jocelyn Nungaray.
Martinez and Angel wrapped his arms around Jocelyn's neck, took off her pants, and climbed on
True,
her,
yeah.
later strangled Jocelyn to death.
It is. That's South America.
Court documents suggest a group of men arrested for beating and robbing a Dallas woman last month are members of a Venezuelan street gang.
The men threatened to cut off her fingers if she did not cooperate. Manuel Hernandez was booked by Colleyville police just 2 days earlier and released the day before the robbery.
A Peruvian gang leader who is wanted for 23 murders, who was arrested by Border Patrol near Rono, Texas, then released into America.
Damn.
That's what we allowed in, and they're nice people compared to some of them. They're nicer than others. These are really vicious people, gang members, and many, many people from prisons. And crime all over the world is down. You know why? Because they got their criminals into the United States of America. You look at Venezuela, they've emptied their prisons into our country. Many other places the same. I would have done the same if I headed up any of the countries. I know most of those guys.
You would have done the same thing.
They're leaders. They are smart, streetwise people. As soon as I heard we were going to have open borders, I said, you do that, every prison all over the world
Okay.
is emptied out into our country. They come in from the Congo. The Congo's big.
Well,
emptying their prisons.
There it is.
The only thing good about it is they make our criminals look like really nice people. These people are vicious people all over the world, not just South America, all over the world. They come from mental institutions and from jails and prisons. With our actions tomorrow, my administration will deliver justice for every family whose loved one has been stolen from them by migrant crime, including Laken Riley, Rachel Morin, Jocelyn Nungari, Kayla Hamilton, and every other precious American soul that we have lost to these animals.
What about the January 6th people?
Will live in the hearts forever.
You gonna talk about them?
Forever, and we will never ever forget them. And their contribution.
Justice for Peanut.
Told their mothers who were devastated, their parents, their fathers, they're devastated. They'll never be the same. They'll never be the same. But I said, your daughter has made a major contribution. Your son has made a major contribution. There are hundreds and even thousands of victims of this horrible atrocity. And you add those numbers to the numbers of crime that we're already going through the roof, and it's something that you wouldn't even believe. Do you remember I did the debate, and I had David Muir from ABC saying, no, crime has gone down. I said, no,
Start booing the debate.
They'll call me the world's best streamer.
No, crime has gone down.
I'll come pick
Instead,
him.
it's gone through the roof. And then he goes,
I'm the
we
legendary
disagree with
streamer.
that. The next day, they announced the crime was up like 40%. This guy is, the whole thing is it's so bad. You can't even imagine how anybody could be for these things of, think of it, open borders, prisons, and mental institutions, men playing in women's sports, transgender
Here we go.
for everyone.
Wait, everyone's going to be transgender.
Oh, yeah.
And very soon we'll begin the largest deportation operation in American history, larger, even larger than President Eisenhower,
great
who has
again.
the record right now. And we're going to end the Biden war on American energy and unleash our energy resources to quickly defeat inflation and achieve the lowest cost of energy and electricity on Earth. And we're going to be using our emergency powers to allow countries and entrepreneurs and people with a lot of money build big plants, AI plants. We need double the energy that we already have, and it's going to end up being more than that. And we're going to slash the regulations, environmental regulations that are really put in there in order to stop progress in this country. We're going to also slash something else, the waste in our bloated federal bureaucracy.
Oh, this Doge?
Create the new Department of Government Efficiency, headed by a gentleman named Elon Musk, who's here someplace. I don't know where the hell he is. He's here someplace.
Is it gonna come up? There's a lot of people there. Damn.
Oh boy, here we go.
Did you see his rocket yesterday? It was captured. And
Did
X
you?
is with him. X.
Did you?
A wild Elon appears.
Thank you, Mr. President. Sorry, little X just followed me on the stage here. He's a very enthusiastic supporter, as you can see. Woo! Yeah. So we're looking forward to making a lot of changes, and this victory is the start, really. What matters going forward is to actually make significant changes, cement those changes, and set the foundation for America to be strong for a century, for centuries, forever.
All right, let's go. Do you think he didn't even know he was going on stage?
And make America great again.
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He was just chilling, having some nachos.
Yeah. So
he was not ready. Yeah.
Thank you.
And the Trump's just like, hey, get up here.
He didn't know. I don't think he knew he was going on stage.
That's funny.
Thank you, Elon.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I always say we have to be protective of our geniuses because we don't have too many, but that one is a good one. Now, I watched his rocket come down about 3 months ago.
Oh, yeah, I
thought
remember
it
that.
was crashing. I was talking to somebody on the phone. By the way, same thing happened yesterday. It came down, and it was captured so beautifully. It came down, it's tumbling.
That was the
it's a
booster.
mess, it's going down. I say, oh, look at that thing. That's a disaster. And then it gets like a couple of miles away from Earth, and all of a sudden, the engines start going on.
Wait.
And then
Every time he talks about this, I've seen him before talk about this.
In the gantry. And I'm watching it,
And
I say, oh, it's going to crash. Oh, but those engines came out and they blew the fire all over the place.
He's talking about the booster.
All of a sudden, those two big arms came and hugged it like you would hug your little baby.
Okay.
And that sucker landed, and nobody's been able to do that but him.
True.
And he's a great guy, and we have him and Vivek and some great people working on a thing called costs. And he's got the credibility to do it, too. We're going to do things that are really amazing. But he went out to Pennsylvania after that. He landed that rocket nobody had ever seen. By the way, China can't do it. Russia can't do it or come close. It would be 10 years before they can do it. And the U.S. can't do it except for him. And it's pretty amazing. But he did that.
Yeah.
And then he journeyed to Pennsylvania, where he spent like a month and a half campaigning for me in Pennsylvania. And he's a popular guy, and he was very effective. And he knows those computers better than anybody, all those computers, those vote-counting computers. And we ended up winning Pennsylvania like in a landslide, so it was pretty good.
He knows that makes it sound like he rigged it, right?
And his son's name was cute as a button.
He did.
His son's name is X.
He stops.
He's the only guy who could get away with the name X. But his son is a great guy. One thing we know, his son is smart. If you believe in the racehorse theory, he's got a nice, smart son. But thank you very much to Elon and everybody. We've had so much help. Every radical and foolish executive order of the Biden administration will be repealed within hours of when I take the oath of office. Oh, you're going to have a lot of fun watching television tomorrow.
Content king.
Somebody said yesterday, sir, don't sign so many in one day. Let's do it over a period of weeks. I said, like hell, we're going to do it over weeks. We're going to sign them at the beginning.
Oh, boy.
You know that old story. Let's do it later. Then it never gets done. No, we're doing them tomorrow. And we'll have plenty to sign in the future. Don't worry about it. It's not going to stop. But we're going to stop the destructive and divisive diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh, here we go.
All across the government and private sector to return our country to the merit system. You know, the Supreme Court ruled that the United States is allowed to go by the merit system, which is what made us great in the first place.
There's some of that affirmative action
shit. That was a big ruling that a lot of people don't even know about, but it was a big, tremendous ruling. And you're focusing on character, competence, and qualifications in all hiring decisions. Now you're allowed to go by competence and
I want judgment on genitals and skin color.
You don't have to.
You're gonna have to wait 4 more years for that. It'll be back.
About what's happening. As a first step toward restoring transparency and accountability to government, we will also reverse the overclassification of government documents, and in the coming days, we are going to make public remaining records relating to the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy,
oh shit,
his brother
that guy
Robert
just said
Kennedy, as well as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other topics of great public interest. It's all going to be released, Uncle Sam.
Bro, if they release the Martin Luther King ones,
and I will direct.
I didn't even know that was on the table.
What do you think it's going to happen?
Great Iron Dome missile defense shield.
What?
Which will all be made in the USA.
Yeah, it is now.
And we will get wokeness the hell out of our military immediately and make it like it used to be. Take a look at this.
The U.S. Oh no.
The U.S. University.
Isn't that Platoon?
I got your name. I got your ass. You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride Month. And actually, let's declare it a summer of pride.
So you're
no way. No way you're doing this.
Intentions of joining. But I do respect military.
Now let me see your war face.
But I would never ever join with these stupid people. I didn't even realize this was a thing, but it makes sense.
You will be a weapon. You will be a minister of death.
Oh my God!
It's everywhere in our economy, our society.
You are not even human.
Get out.
You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
How to abracadabra, these bitches know I got answers.
Bro.
It looks to me like the best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as the brown stain on the mattress.
I can't believe they're going this hard on it. Beat the new face of the Navy.
I love working for Uncle Sam. I love working for Uncle Sam. Let me know then who I am.
For a minute, I thought they were carrying a Chinese flag.
3092. Oh, it's that third division. It's short of
Man. So basically, drag queens are out of the fucking military. That's done.
So we won 2 world wars with that. And that's the way it's going to be. The American people have given us their trust, and in return, we're going to give them the best first day, the biggest first week, and the most extraordinary first 100 days of any presidency in American history.
Man.
Stream after this in celebration.
To implement this historic agenda, I've assembled an all-star cabinet of patriots and visionaries and reformers who will fight for America, and together we will win, win, win for America. To restore the spirit of American Armed Forces, I have appointed Pete Hegseth as our next Secretary of Defense.
That's the guy.
Where's Pete? Pete's here someplace.
Oh, bro, is he going to call somebody else up who's completely not ready to talk?
Good job, Pete.
The joke.
Okay, just a salute. Good.
They like you, Pete.
Pete's drunk? That's fine.
Probably.
Can't do worse than Elon.
To bring back integrity to our intelligence community, Tulsi Gabbard will be our next Director of National Intelligence.
Be fine.
To make America healthy again, we will have Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Uh-oh. Pure cane sugar, Coca-Cola.
The weaponization of our government and restore the impartial rule of law. Oh, this is so important. She's so incredible. Pam Bondi will be an outstanding Attorney General. She's going to do an incredible job. She will do an incredible job, and she's working with another person who's going to be unbelievable at the FBI, Kash Patel.
He said he's going to fire everybody in some FBI building on the first day.
Everybody in this very large arena will be very happy with my decision on the
Raj, no, it's a different one.
Hostages.
Wait, he called them January 6 hostages?
Yes, that's funny.
I think you'll be very, very happy.
Wait, he's going to just pardon all of them, isn't he?
I would say about 99.9% in this beautiful arena. And by the way, I want to thank the owners of this arena. They are great. They're up here someplace in one of those beautiful
It's a good idea for him to call them hostages.
And their team is doing very well, and Ovechkin is a great player, right? But I want to thank Ted and all of the owners for allowing this to take place. It was really great. And thank you. It's a hell of an operation. Great place. Fantastic arena. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, everybody. At Homeland Security, we will have a tough leader in Kristi Noem, and we will have an outstanding Secretary of Transportation in Sean Duffy, Congressman Sean Duffy. Great people. And we're going to win so much that Governor Burgum of the Interior, you know Governor Burgum, one of the best governors in the country, is in charge of Department of the Interior, and the hottest man anywhere in the world for energy. When I announced him, people couldn't believe it. You didn't hear of him, but if you're in the energy business, he's considered the absolute best. Mr. Chris Wright of the Energy Department. He's going to head up the Energy Department. He's the hottest guy in...
Guys, come on. That's not what he means. That's not what he means.
Chris Wright. And a man named Marco Rubio is going to be our great future Secretary of State.
Man, I can't. They're bringing him back.
And Howard Lutnick, a tremendous success on Wall Street. is going to be our Secretary of Commerce. They have to go through these drills, but they're going to, and I want to thank the Republican senators. They've been doing great, and John Thune has been doing a great job in moving the process along quickly. We're going to have a lot of them.
What about Alex Jones?
Very quickly. And
we'd have Alex Jones as press secretary.
Man is going to be our future Secretary of Education, which we're going to be giving back to the states. Let the state run education. I said to Linda, Linda, I'm making you the Secretary of Education, but if you do a great job, you will put yourself out of a job because you're going to be sending it back to the states, and she's fantastic, and her staff, which has been largely hired, is fantastic. And all of the other leaders will come to me and they're going to say, do you remember I used to do this for fun? But it's really not fun, it's fact. Because we have to do some of best of, right?
Bro, there's always somebody trying to yell.
Sir,
yeah.
we're winning too much, sir. We can't take it anymore. We have to stop winning, sir. We can't do it. We're not used to winning in our country.
Schools is not any well crap.
And each one of them is going to say, every single one, sir, please, please, you're destroying our country. We're winning too much. Our country isn't prepared for this. They're not used to winning, sir. And I'll say, no, Linda and everybody, we're not going to stop winning. The people of our country want us to keep on winning, and we're going to go win like never, ever before. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing it. Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam is having a heart attack down here. Look at him. Uncle Sam is going wild.
She instantly sees something wrong with that person.
And they think I pay for these people. I have no idea who he is. All I know is he does. And
there's
Abe Lincoln. Thank you, honest Abe. I have no idea. I swear.
Or like a movie shoot.
People that are, what are they cosplaying?
Like when they try to have a guy.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
It actually.
He was 6'6". He's a little bit shorter.
She was like, "What? He can have a baby. He's a dude."
He's about a foot shorter. Other than that, he's perfect.
Damn.
Thank you, Abe. In addition to the most talented cabinet ever assembled, and we think we're hearing things like that. We will be supported in our mission by countless wonderful American patriots. First, let me thank my incredible family, and I want to thank in particular somebody that headed up the Republican Party, along with Mike, the two of them, Lara Trump, who you saw before, who produced those two beautiful children. Lara Trump is unbelievable. She was the chairman of the Republican Party, and nobody ever said, oh, gee, it's a family member. They actually said,
the Trump coin's almost doubled. No, it hasn't.
And she did a phenomenal
This is 46.
job. We had a minimum of cheating. We watched them like a hawk. Where is Laura? Where the hell is she? Because she did some job.
Yeah.
See, she wants to be nice and quiet. She's here someplace. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much, hon.
Yeah, was coming for so many years.
She's phenomenal. The job she did, and her son was up. Didn't they do a beautiful job?
Will we see Aiden Ross and XQC up there?
How many young kids?
That's a really good point. Yeah, where's Aiden Ross?
Somebody I'm very proud of. He's doing a great job. He's been subpoenaed more than any human being in history, I believe. Every day he'd get a subpoena from
Expert against him.
Something, oh, bullshit.
True.
A subpoena. He's got a PhD in subpoenas.
He's going to get deported now.
He did a fantastic job. And Don.
$700K.
You know all about Don, how he did. He's great. He's very popular, too.
Do you remember him trying to take the money out, try and roach out of the bed?
What?
We had, we had great support.
I was just kidding.
Group, including the NRA.
Idiot.
Really worked hard.
I didn't even know about
and Ivanka and Jared are here. And Tiffany and Michael are here.
TikTok is
and Barron and my 10 incredible grandchildren, and another one coming through Tiffany. And of course, I want to thank our next
I can't wait to see
Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance.
Oh, is he going to come on here?
Wherever he may be. There's a lot of people.
That's not very much. Once you break it down.
He's here someplace.
To the
it's a lot of people.
Of Americans.
It's a little tough when you say, where is he? You know, you got a lot of people in here. But J.D. Vance has been extraordinary, and he's got an unbelievable wife.
Bro skipped his own wife?
That's why I kept posting, because I had a feeling he was going to say TikTok.
Hey.
Beautiful couple, great people. We're also pleased to be joined tonight by Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster. The Hulkster. One thing, it's not hard to find him. All he has to do is stand up and you say, there he is. But he's great. And Kid Rock, wow. Kid Rock is a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine for a long, long time. He did that thing on Budweiser. Budweiser will never be the same when he did the gun with the MAGA hat. That was the commercial that everybody saw. Also with us tonight is a great actor, tremendously talented guy, Jon Voight. He's great.
Oh, yeah.
A friend of mine. And Sylvester Stallone is here.
What?
Great guy.
Don't tell me Mel Gibson.
And you know, I got Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, and Jon Voight to become ambassadors to Hollywood, California, to put it back on track.
Oh, shit.
Especially when you watch
You have to refer to them as ambassador, Mr. Ambassador.
Yep.
It just kind of rims.
No shot.
And a man who's got an army of young people. Charlie Kirk is here.
In your eyes.
And I want to
Oh,
thank
yeah. From Twitter.
Charlie is fantastic. I mean, this guy, don't believe this stuff when you hear the kids.
Mel Gibson, the anti-Semite?
Maybe they used to be,
yeah.
but they're not anymore. You got to see how many people are for us.
Yeah.
And I want to thank.
That's the
Megan
one you're thinking
Kelly.
of.
She's been terrific. She's been really.
That's the one.
And Billy Ray Cyrus. And Lee Greenwood. Wow, has he been something? What a song and what a man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, by the way, these microphones, you see the microphones? I said, what the hell are those microphones doing standing behind me? You're going to have a little special treat at the end of this speech.
Oh, boy.
I want to tell you, because you'll rush me off the stage. Get off the stage.
All right.
But you have a little special treat, and I won't tell you, but let's put it this way. It's the people that 30 years ago had a hot song, never hit number one.
No, no.
But 30 years later,
no.
hit number one, week after
week. No.
And they're here to sing.
Oh, my God.
They're here to sing. For you.
It's in sync? Yeah.
Them. They're slightly larger than they used to be, but that's the way life goes. We can all tell you, that's the way life goes. There's nothing we can do about that.
Oh,
Sebastian Gorka, stand up, Sebastian. I see Sebastian there. There's a patriot. He's been with me through thick and thin, right, Sebastian? Now he's with the administration. Thank you. Great guy. And again, I want to thank Elon for what he did in Pennsylvania. He worked so hard. He worked so hard in Pennsylvania. A great guy and a man who is a champion. A man who took something from nothing. Everybody said this is something will never work. It's too violent. But he understood people. He said they like violence, unfortunately, right? But a man who understood fighting better than any man ever.
He's right.
Anything like this.
It's Dana.
What Dana White did with the UFC and building it into a monster sport franchise. So I want to thank Dana White of USC for being here. And Dana, you've done a job like nobody could have done. Thank you. A great guy and a friend of mine.
Man.
Great friend of mine.
People's-based statement.
Guy. You want him on your side at all times. Every one of those people you want on your side.
You want it to
and
be
we
on
have
camera.
Dozens of other celebrities and everything,
Yes,
but
we're
going to get back to what we're doing. But I do want to say, in the audience, we have many governors, many senators.
They got a fuckload of people there.
Of Congress and other distinguished guests, far too many to name, unless you'd like me to name them. No? You want me to name governors, senators, and Congress people?
Mm-hmm.
No. I thought you were going to say that. Sorry, governors. No, but we appreciate all of the love that we've gotten from them. I'll tell you, our House and our Senate Republicans have been unbelievable, and the governors are unbelievable, the job they're doing. Of the crime-ridden cities, the top 25, every single one of them is run by a Democrat.
Uh-oh.
Does that tell you something?
Isn't that weird? Doesn't that sound...
We don't have problems in the Republican cities. Tonight, I also want to send our love to everyone affected by the terrible wildfires raging in California. We're praying for you all. We love you all. We're going to be there very soon. I'm going to go out there on Friday to see it and to get it moving back. We're going to get some of the best builders in the world. We'll get it moving back. And I also want to pay my respects to the great people of North Carolina. You know, I won it every single time. And they've been treated very badly. FEMA almost didn't know it existed. And we're going to get North Carolina rocking and rolling, okay? We're going to get them rocking and rolling. They've been treated very badly as a state. Together we will rebuild Los Angeles better, more beautiful than ever before. We're going to get it going. We have the best builders in the world. It's the only people that could do it. Nobody else knows what the hell they're doing. And in 2028, the Los Angeles Olympics will be one of the great sporting events and patriotic celebrations in history. I was with Gianni, the head of the Olympics, and because of the wildfires, they're going to do a special job. They're going to really do something very special for the Olympics. And the opposite, some people said, oh, maybe the Olympics can't go there. It turned out just the opposite. They came to see me the other day, and the committee, and it's just the opposite. So the Olympics is great, and Johnny, for the others, you know, the world.
Yeah, I don't think they should they should have that torch. Yeah.
We had our top people, Wasserman. They all came in on the Olympics, and then I saw Johnny.
Yeah.
And we got the
definitely don't do that this time.
You know, it's only because they rigged the election that I'll be your president representing you there. You know, I got both of them. I got the Olympics, and I got the World Cup. And I said, you know, it's too bad. One was in 2026 and the other was in 2028. And I said, I won't be there. I won't be your president. But then they rigged the election, and now we won. So I'm going to be your president for the Olympics and for the World Cup.
Oh.
So, Johnny, thank you for the World Cup. And
I thought he meant for the other thing.
For the Olympics, we're going to have a great time. We have another thing happening.
The Trump's World Cup.
50 years. A celebration.
Yeah, apparently the World Cup is going to be here.
250 years.
Wow.
That's going to be taking place next year. So we have a lot of big events coming.
Many years.
And everything we do, we
I used to watch the
we
skateboard
take it very, very seriously. But what do we do more than anything else?
Big 250? Yeah.
America first. And it all starts tomorrow when I raise my hand on the Bible to be sworn as your... We'll be sworn in tomorrow. We're all going to be sworn in together. That's the way I look at it. It's not me. It's greatest
ceremony
of all time.
Tomorrow. Figure about it. I don't know.
So we will be sworn in tomorrow.
But do a 24-hour stream.
Representing you as your 47th President of the United States.
Forgot the number? No, because there's the things. It's out there everywhere. He wouldn't have forgot because you just read the thing.
And just in conclusion, together, we're going to cut your taxes. End inflation. Slash your prices, getting them back down, raise your wages.
There it is.
Bring thousands of factories back to the USA.
Oh, shit.
Right where they belong, and that'll be done through tariffs and smart policy.
Well, how about that?
We will build American, we will buy American, and we will hire American.
Well, shit.
Sounds good to me.
I will end the war in Ukraine, I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening, and you have no idea how close we are.
That's convenient.
We will crush violent crime in our cities and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect they so dearly deserve. We will strengthen and modernize our military again. We did it. We rebuilt our entire military. And then they gave billions and billions of dollars of it to, you remember, to the Taliban.
Of course.
Ooh, Taliban. Ooh, real bad. Nobody likes the Taliban. They're assholes.
Beta simps.
To the enemy.
Because remember 9/11? Remember that?
You know that we
This is
pay
what happens.
Not so good.
Yeah, betas
Does
run the
anyone
country.
know this to Afghanistan?
They just get stepped on.
And I say,
they have no backbone.
Taliban are
if
cringe.
we're going to pay billions of dollars a year, tell them we're not going to give them the money unless they give back our military equipment that these poor, stupid people allowed for them to have. So we'll give them a couple of bucks. We want the military equipment back. We will rebuild our once great cities, including our capital in Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. And we want to make this city again safe. We don't want people coming to Washington and getting mugged, shot, killed. We're going to stop it. Law enforcement, and they have very good police here, but they have to be allowed to do their job. We're going to stop it. We're going to beautify it. We're going to make it the most beautiful capital in the world. We will teach our children to love our country, to honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag. And we will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools.
Put it across to that into a video. So I can get way more content for you guys.
That's what people are really happy about.
Always remember, this is so easy. This will be done tomorrow.
Oh.
We will keep men out of women's sports. It's over.
Oh, so it's done tomorrow. This is the last day.
Religious liberty.
It's the last day, guys.
I will restore free speech, and I will defend the right to keep and bear arms. We're going to.
You will not even be able to download Dragon Age Veilguard tomorrow.
After years
it's
of
done.
building up foreign nations, defending foreign borders, and protecting foreign lands, we are finally going to build up our country, defend our
kind of against
borders,
that just because I
and
believe in
protect
free
our
speech.
citizens. And we will stop illegal immigration once and for all. We will not be invaded. We will not be occupied. We will not be overrun. We will not be conquered. We will be a free and proud nation. Once again, that will take place tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
I have to wake up for this shit.
Asmus gotta wake up for it. That's funny.
In our country will prosper.
I don't have to.
Every family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope, and also filled with a thing called
if I do a 24-hour
the American dream that you don't hear much about anymore.
I guess
For the past 9 years, you and I fought side by
3
side
o'clock
against
tomorrow.
the most sinister and corrupt forces
So tomorrow,
on earth.
he'll be
And in our magnificent victory on November 5th, you showed them once and for all that this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, and from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C. Our country was won and built by generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers, coal miners, police officers, and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle stand in their path. Nothing could get in their way. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built the great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and launched American astronauts to the moon.
Oh.
It was hardworking patriots like you who built this country. And 75 days ago, on November 5th, it was hardworking patriots like you who saved our country. You saved our country.
Oh, yeah, with the voting thing. Yeah.
Now, after all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America's promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we all love so much. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. We will never give in. We will never give up. We will never back down, and we will never, ever, ever, ever surrender.
They could do
we
it
will
early tomorrow, like 8 a.m.
fight, and we will win, win, win.
We'll see.
All right.
We'll probably do it at like 5 p.m. can't sign anything until they make him president.
Powerful
Which is,
again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again.
There's be no more fat people.
America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much.
Yes, we will.
Thank you very much.
We
What
will
a
make
great
YouTube
victory for
great.
everybody. Thank you, America. Thank you very much.
We're going to hit 1 million this year.
Thank you.
Thank you to all your listeners.
All right.
Alright guys, so after this, I'm going to cut the feed here, and then I'm going to make this content into a video for you guys. Then I'm going to start my stream. And it's just going to be a 24-hour gaming stream. I'm pretty excited for it. But yeah guys, if you need a positive channel, be sure hit the subscribe button. But you stay positive, okay? I'm out. No, they can't hear you.